Welcome back to Man Cave Messages. It's been quite a while since I made a video. And I know everyone wants to see me playing with fire and blowing things up and shooting guns and all that. But we're going to start this return with, on a serious note, Mother's Day is coming up in a couple days. And beginning of 2020, I helped make a decision to pull the plug on my mother. She passed away. So this is just kind of a video about her. I know I made a video or two about her. I thought I'd get into depth about everything. My mom never had an easy day in her life. She worked hard all her life, and she spent more time worrying about everyone else than she spent worrying about herself. And a lot of times, people that didn't deserve her to have their back, or to help them or be there for them. And part of me wishes that she had just been selfish. Took care of herself, saved up money when she had it. But that just, wasn't her. Me and my older sister are a lot like her in that. Growing up, she did the best she could. For a while, she just raised me and my older sister by herself. My stepdad came in the picture, and he was an amazing man. They had, a few amazing years together. And then he died. And the whole situation broke my mother for a while. It broke her hard. Well, my stepdad died. He died for a period of like 5 or 6 months. He got cancer. By the time I found out, it was just everywhere. And very quickly slid down. So my mom, she was there every day. She had to wipe his ass. She'd take care of him. And then brought him home, and she had to watch her husband die. And then she had to deal with all the people that said they had her and they had her back and they'd help take care of, me. My sister had moved out by then. They disappeared. They disappeared, or they broke into our house and stole his stuff. And I wasn't much help. I was angry. I lost all sense of self-control. And I took my anger out on the world. So, she turned to the bottle. And things were rough for both of us. And at a time when we should have leaned on each other, we just railed against each other. There was a lot of me that held on to anger from that period towards her without trying to understand what was going on with her. I, was locked up for a while. When I got out, I moved up to Montana to be with her and the man she was seeing at the time. And then there was more anger because she just bailed out. She left in the middle of the night. She moved back to Cass, Wyoming. And didn't tell me until she was already there. So I held on to that. Really angry about that. Not stopping to think she had to leave. She came to get sober. And she did. She came to straighten her life out. And she did. She came to be happy. And for the most part, I think she accomplished that. But I held on to that. I didn't talk to her for a long time, years. Years. Then came a point where I had gotten hurt, so I'd been spending a lot of time at home just thinking. I just decided that I was going to come see her. Maybe try to fix things, if they could be fixed. So I came to Casper, Wyoming, and reconnected. You know, we hashed it out. We had those talks. I forgave each other. And then I got to spend 7 years seeing this wonderful woman for what she was. You know, and there was times where I'd be annoyed because she thought that she needed to make up for the bad years. I would try to overcompensate sometimes. Looking back, I should just appreciate that, but you know, I'm human. So I'd get annoyed, and besides that, I got to spend that time with her, and I got to see her in her element. I got to see her be happy. And she was just gone. There was no warning. She was just gone. And everything in me wishes that I can go back, and every time that, you know, she wanted to see me, instead of being annoyed, I'd just go see her. Every time she'd call, instead of not answering, I would answer. Because I can't get that back. I can't get any of that time back. I can't get those years back that I spent angry at her. There's enough things in this world to break you down and cause heartache and tragedy. And it's stupid to add to that, to add regret. I know, you know, it's a cliche. You know, you never know when your time's up. Make the most of every day. Tell everyone you love them every day. It's foolish. It's foolish to miss out on those opportunities. It's foolish to think that someone's always going to be there. It was even more foolish for me. I've had so many people die in my life. It's gotten to the point where I get numb to death. I don't deal with it. I just shove it down. Shove it down. That's probably the most unhealthy way in the world to deal with it. Because it comes out. It bites me in the ass. And I definitely haven't dealt with my mom dying. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wish I could just call her up. And just talk to her about whatever. Or go see her. And I'm just angry. Every day I see people that just awful. Awful to people around them, awful to themselves. And they get to go on living. There's nothing I can do. There's no one for me to rail at. You know, there's no one for me to be angry with except myself for missing opportunities. My mom was an amazing woman. She deserved the best that this world could have offered her. A lot of times she got the worst. I just wish I could tell her I love her one more time. I could have said goodbye. I was lucky I got that with my stepdad. I got one last I love you. I got one last goodbye. I didn't get that with my mom. And it's just, you know, it's a horrible thing. You know, I always knew someday I'd have to bury my mom, but I thought be down the road, years from now. She'd be able to see her grandkids graduate high school, maybe see some great grandkids. And there's so many sad tragedies about this. I have a son I've never met. She never met. She wanted so badly to meet him someday. And to find out what kind of person he was. And then she died, and he contacted me. I might be meeting him this summer. I would give anything to hug my mom again. I'd do anything to have her there with me when I meet my son. Next year, my daughter is going to be graduating high school. And I'll have my mom there with me while I watch my daughter graduate. She gave up her childhood. She gave up all at the time when people are discovering who they are to raise and have me and my older sister. But I couldn't repay that. I couldn't give her a life that she could just relax, not worry about things. Don't ever take people in your life for granted. Don't ever think that they'll be there. I can hang out with them next weekend, or I can talk to them tomorrow. Because you can't always. Yeah, average lifespan is getting higher. And cars are getting safer. And diseases are being conquered. But all it takes is one day. All it takes is 1 second. I feel after she died, I felt like she was still there. And now I don't anymore. Because there. So this video is for my mom. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get to all the fun stuff now. More me playing with fire and blowing things up and shooting off guns. I just had to start the return with this video.